In order to make the core activate better, you want to make sure that the areas above and below the core are mobile and loose. So one example is your upper back or your thoracic region should be mobile. So you can put your feet together and check this by turning over one shoulder, coming back to the middle, and then going over the other shoulder. If one area feels restricted, you're going to want to focus on that side. Sometimes it's both sides. So that's the thoracic area. The hips, if the hips are tight, and you go on your back and check to see if you can open up your hips. So you put your opposite foot on your knee. Now in my case, my left knee is always my tight side, so it does not want to go down so well. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to stretch that by incorporating both thoracic rotation and hip opening by sitting on a surface with both sit bones on the surface, pressing across my body with my opposite arm, and turning and pushing down as I look over my shoulder. And you hold that for 10 seconds. And you'd repeat it 3 times. So that's one way to open up the hip and do rotation. You'd want to do both sides because my right side does not want to rotate. So I want to get some thoracic rotation in there as well. The other thing you can do is to do a side plank by going on your side, having your hips forward, knee, hips, and shoulders in one straight line, and coming up on your elbows, making sure that this does not come out or bulge and your glutes are activated. You hold that for 10 seconds. And then you can retest and see if that hip opens up. So in many cases, by doing that, what you're doing is telling the brain to get the core to fire or to put the brain in. You're telling the brain, which is the coach, to put me in. So it's like put me in, coach, is what you're telling the brain. So you want your core to be working and be stable, and you want the areas above and below it to be mobile.